Once I stooped down to the level of casting a vote for the most evil woman in the world, Hillary Clinton, because I was brainwashed by the mainstream media. Never again. I said, never again. If you're going to get a vote for me, you are going to earn it. All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lunch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Let's party! So, Kyle Kulinski was on the Joe Rogan Experience recently, and they were talking about DeSantis and Trump in the context of who is going to get the nomination. I thought it was a really interesting conversation, so let's check it out.
This is something I wanted to talk to you about. Trump versus DeSantis in 2024. Who's the favorite? Who do you think wins?
So personally, right now, I think that DeSantis is in a way better position, but it is a very long time away from the primaries and all of that. I don't personally want one of them over the other. I just want whoever's best. So I'm looking to just pay attention to, whatever is going to defeat leftism, wokeism, all of that stuff.
I don't know. Do you think that happens? It seems like they're positioning that, right? Let's see. But wouldn't the ultimate be they combine? They combine forces. But if DeSantis
never going to do that.
You don't think so?
No. Trump's ego, he would never team up. He's already been shitting on him for the past month.
I 100% agree with Kyle there. I do not. I mean, while for America, I think that would be awesome to have a Trump DeSantis ticket. I actually would prefer a DeSantis Trump ticket over a Trump DeSantis ticket. But I do not see Trump ever doing that. But again, long time from now.
Yeah, but he shit on people before and brought him into the fold. Think about all the shit that he said to Ted Cruz and all those other people.
Yeah, but the difference is Ted Cruz cucked himself to Trump. So Ted bent the knee after a while. And what happened was, that was actually a really interesting story. So he went to the RNC and he said, vote your conscience, which basically was like, he wasn't endorsing Trump. He was saying, do whatever you want. I'm not endorsing him. Then he got a phone call from his billionaire donor daddy, Robert Mercer, I think his name is. And he was like, remember who you work for. And so Ted fell in line. And then he was phone banking for Trump with that Weasley face on, like, yeah, vote for Donald Trump. And so he fell in line. And so I don't think
DeSantis is not going to do that.
I mean,
and if you're not familiar with Kyle Kulinski, he is on the left. So he does his own show, Secular Talk. He's on Krystal and Kyle and Friends, which is him and his fiance, wife, whatever. They're lefties. But I've been following him for a long time, mainly because when I started following him, I myself was a liberal, and with the name like Secular Talk as an atheist, it spoke right to me. Now, I still think that he is a good dude in general, but I just think he is off base on so many things. But smart guy, and I do really appreciate specifically the conversations that he has with Rogan.
If he's smart, I don't think he would. Look, if you had a straight up race, just Trump versus DeSantis, I actually think DeSantis could win that. But the problem for DeSantis is this.
This is brilliant. I mean, he's right.
Already a bunch of other assholes who nobody cares about who are jumping in the race, who are going to get 2%, 3%. And that all comes out of DeSantis's numbers and not Trump's numbers. So if you have a race with 10 different Republicans, 9 of them are not Donald Trump. 9 of them are splitting the non-Donald Trump vote, and there's one Trump who can win with 29% of the vote or something like that, which is likely. Which is like Nikki Haley. She seems like she's going to run. She's a total donor creation. Nobody gives a about her. She's been told by rich people, yeah, you're the one. Go ahead. She's going to get destroyed, right? But she runs. Mike Pompeo, he wants to run.
And that brings up a good point about how Trump really changed things, for better or worse, that it used to be just kind of a thing where you're in line and whoever's next in line, it's your turn to go. Not anymore. You got to do more these days, especially, at least for me. Once I stooped down to the level of casting a vote for the most evil woman in the world, Hillary Clinton, because I was brainwashed by the mainstream media. Never again. I said, never again. If you're going to get a vote for me, you are going to earn it.
John Bolton, all these people are going to run. And then if you have all of them and DeSantis and Trump, you're handing it over to Trump. There are other Republicans who need to get in a room behind closed doors, talk it out and say, look, we all have egos here, but we got to put it aside. And they should dole stuff out. DeSantis could say, all right, who wants to be Secretary of State? Who wants to be Vice President? Let's make a deal so I'm the only one running against him, because that's the only way they're going to take him down.
I cannot agree with that more. I think that, again, I'm not saying what I want to happen or what I don't want to happen. I don't think Kyle is saying what he wants to happen or what he doesn't want to happen. The fact is that the Trump base is so large and strong and so disconnected from the establishment Republicans that the fact that we've seen twice that he has the numbers to beat everybody else, Kyle's right. They're going to have to band together and get behind one person. But because of all the, I mean, you think Trump's got an ego. Nobody runs for president without having an ego. So nobody's going to want to be the one who's going to have to step back and say, okay, I'll take this position. I'll take that position. I'll throw my support behind you. Everybody's going to try to be the one who is running against Trump. It's going to get ugly, guys. It is going to get ugly.
Do you think that's how it goes?
I don't, because they don't have that level of organization. They don't, and you have a whole bunch of giant egos. So I think what's likely is they all run and Trump wins with like 30% of the vote. Because, it's first past the post voting. If he gets 30% and the closest to him is 21% or whatever the fuck, Trump wins.
And it's in the primary, so it's all registered Republicans.
Correct. Correct. So it's an interesting situation. And Krystal and I and Sagar as well, we've been having this debate back and forth because there was a period there after the midterm loss where there were a bunch of polls showing DeSantis up comfy on Trump.
So Kyle is a polls guy. Everything he says comes from polls. Polls. But what he's talking about is the fact that a lot of people at this point in time are putting their support behind DeSantis as opposed to Trump. So if we take a look at this here, this is predictit.com. So what you can do is essentially there is it works kind of like stocks. So there's $1 to go around for all these people. These are all the who will win the 2024 Republican nomination. So the last time I checked this, Ron DeSantis. So again, it's out of $1. So and you divvy that up, and however much people get, that's how much they get. So he was talking about Nikki Haley, Mike Pompeo, all of these people. They're low in the race, and so the way that you could game this system is okay, Glenn Youngkin is definitely going to go higher than 4%, even though he's not going to win. So you buy some now, and he's going to go up there, whatever. But what we're actually looking at is the real-time thoughts of people who are putting their money up to see who they think is going to win. So the last time I checked this, DeSantis was up by about 20 points. And right now, Trump is up only by about 2 points, but he is up. So again, this stuff is changing rapidly. I don't know what's going to happen. All I'm saying is that I desperately want the nominee to be somebody that I can vote for. Now, if that is Trump and he does something to convince me that he is a different Trump than he was in 2016 and 2020, I can vote for him. If he's going to come out and talk about, voter this and election that and stuff about the past, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I am not prepared for another 4 years of Trump derangement syndrome from every person. I just can't take it. It doesn't matter what your policies are. If that's what happens when you're in office, then you cannot be a good leader. But that's not the end of it. So we'll see what is going on. There's a lot of time between now and then. Like I've said, who do you guys think is going to be the nominee? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for partying with me tonight. I am your host, Lutch, a.k.a. The Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, I am out of here. Peace.